Aim snap, Glaze is going live.
Assassin shot to death police officer Edward Byrne.
Not bad. That was given to me by a police officer in New York called Matt Byrne, whose son was gunned down by these drug dealers up there in New York City.
NYPD rookie police officer was murdered, executioner style.
It was the consensus of opinion that Brian Glaze Gibbs, and only Brian Glaze Gibbs, was capable of pulling something off like this.
When they threw that fucking firebomb to the house, they started a war. Everybody that was responsible for it, they would have lost somebody, more than somebody. They would have lost a fucking whole generation that day.
Everybody knew who he was, and most people feared Glaze.
We was always prepared.
What I would say to them, I wish I could trade my life for their family member life. I wish I can, trade their life for my life. Because in all honesty, they didn't deserve that. I was a fool. I was like a sucker. I did a lot of bullshit that I took some good people's life. Mothers, fathers, sons, daughter. I took their life away from them for what? For the street? For what? I can't give that back to them. You know how I felt when I lost my mom? Imagine how Civil Men's kids felt when I took their mother life. Imagine how Maisha's son, her only child, she died at 20 years old. How her son felt. Imagine how Clifton Rice didn't have no kids. How he felt. How Artel Benson, no kids. I stole their legacy. His sister wrote me not too long ago and told me that when I killed her brother, I killed her grandmother because she died right after that. So to me, Maurice Bellamy, Keith Reedy, you sit back and you think about it or whatever. Who am I to say who lived and who died? I'm not God. Yeah, 18 months. Okay, but the bottom line, at the end of the day, say if you made $1 million. But then again, if you got to spend the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years of your life in jail, you tell me what it's equivalent to. Not a damn thing. It's easy to do the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do the right thing. It's hard to get up each and every day punching the clock. You know what? Like I say right now, developing working habit. Going out there, when you're young, man, enjoy life. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Before you do anything, my challenge is do critical thinking for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ask yourself, before I do this, what is the consequence going to be? Is it going to bring me pain or is it going to bring me pleasure? When you sit back and you think about pain, ask yourself, the first time you ever burned your hand on a hot stove, how painful was that? That sucker hurt so bad that guess what? For days, weeks, months. Next time you go by that hot stove, you looking, man, you scared to death of that hot stove because that's how painful it was. So that's the same thing that's right now is picking up a brick, throwing it at the prison wall, committing a crime. That is painful. You're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting your moms, you're hurting your dad, you're hurting your grandparents, your brother, your sister. As you get older, it's a trickle-down effect. You're hurting your wife, you're hurting your kids. Later for that, it's not worth it.
Just got my copy of Beyond Lucky by Brian Glaze Gibbs. Thank you so much for sending me my personalized autographed copy. I've had the pleasure of knowing you for a long time, so I'm really excited to get to know some of your stories and what made you you and how this redemption came about. I know you're a changed man, and I'm looking forward to seeing the whole process of how it happened. Thanks.
Big day, big day. Went ahead and got my book, Beyond Lucky, BGG, Brian Glaze Gibbs. Signed autograph copy, means a lot to me. From my brother, day one support. Love and prosperity. Right back to you, my boy. My G, my big homie, my brother. Let's get it. Made Media Mafia Magazine exclusive. Mafia Apparel. Making a future in art. Making a difference every day. Still here. Let's get it. Free Meech. Rest in peace, baby blue.
so much, Brian Gibbs. I love this book so much. I mean, I was a fan of your YouTube channel, but now I'm like a real up close and personal fan. I really love what you have going on here. And not only that, but I too was once lost and now I'm found. So thank you, Brian, for this autographed copy. I appreciate you.
Have you checked your tire pressure today?
I don't have a flat.
Have you checked your blood pressure today?
No, I don't feel sick.